G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the Callaway RPT ball, which comes with the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro, and I've got a Chrome Soft X with the Rapsodo ball dots on it. So I'm really going to be pushing these Rapsodo ball dots to their limit because I've got the exact same golf ball, one from Rapsodo with the official RPT ball, and I've got a Chrome Soft X covered in those Rapsodo ball dots, which I'll show to the camera now. So that's the Chrome Soft X with the ball dots, and then this is the Callaway RPT ball. So this is going to be a fun test. I will caveat this by saying I'm not a tour pro, I'm not a golf robot, so there will be some variances between the data, but hopefully I should be able to put a pretty good comparison up, and we should see almost identical data from these two golf balls. So first off, I'm going to be doing some 60-yard pitch shots, then I'm going to go to a pitching wedge, then a 7-iron, then a 4-iron, and then eventually driver. I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of the shots. I'll probably put a few of the shots on video, and then I'll put the results on screen at the end using the Awesome Golf Community application. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're kicking things off with the RPT ball, and we're going to do our 60-yard shots with our lob wedge. And these are 60-yard carry shots. So pretty good there, 61. Okay, moving on to pitching wedge now. That was a nice strike. Good start to the pitching wedges. 136 carry. I mean, that is exactly what my yardage is for my pitching wedge. Another good strike. I mean, that should be pretty much 136 as well. Oh, 140, so I really hit that one good. Okay, moving on, let's hit some 7-irons with the RPT. All right, so that's the testing done. Let's now jump into the Awesome Golf Community app and look at the stats. I had to break this up into 2 sessions because, like I said, I had the first disconnect that I've ever had with Awesome Golf. I had a few random disconnects that happened, but then it seemed to connect back up by itself. I did have one major one where I had to actually boot out of the Awesome Golf app, reconnect using the Rapsodo app, and then get back into Awesome Golf. Long story short, I've got 2 sessions that I have to look at. So this is the first session I did, and what you can see is I've got the 60-yard shots that I did and also my pitching wedges. So we're going to dive in, look at the lob wedge with the RPT ball. These are my 60-yard carry shots, or my pitch shots. So like I said, this is the RPT ball, and looking at the data there, 61 yards carry, 9,000 RPM, slightly right for the spin axis. There's all the data. Let's go back and we're going to look at the lob wedge now with ball dots. So my 60-yard shot with the Rapsodo ball dots using a Chrome Soft X. And as you can see, the data is pretty much identical. Carry distance, pretty much identical. Spin axis, and also the spin rates. Slightly low, but I mean, again, this is human testing, so there's going to be some slight discrepancies. To me, that is pretty much identical data. Jumping and looking at the pitching wedges, so we had the RPT ball first. So we had 137.5 yards carry, just under 9,000 RPM, slightly left spin axis, so a little baby draw, and all that data looks really good. Jumping in and looking at the ball dots now with the pitching wedge, pretty much identical for carry distance, pretty much identical for spin rates, and pretty much identical for spin axis. So I mean, this is just showing that the data is really good using these ball dots on a Chrome Soft X. It's matching exactly what we see using the RPT balls, which is kind of what you expect. They're both Chrome Soft X golf balls, so I wouldn't expect there to be massive variations in the data. So now jumping into the other shots. So I went to 7-iron. Let's have a look at the RPT data here. We had 170 yards carry, we had 6,200 for the spin, and then a slight left spin axis. So very good data there. Let's look at the ball dot data. We had pretty much the identical carry, spin rate 6,600. Let's just have a look. So slightly more spin with the ball dot ball. Now, again, this is human testing. There's gonna be some slight variations in the data, just depending on how I hit it. So to me, that data looks pretty much identical. The carry distance is spot on. Let's jump in and look at 4-irons now. So for 4-irons with the RPT, we had 207 yards carry with 4,300 RPM, a slight left spin axis. So 4-iron with the dots, let's just open that. We had 207.9, so pretty much identical carry with the ball dot ball and 4,300 RPM. That looks identical. Slight left spin axis, did I click on the right one? 4-iron, 207.7 to 207.9. So no, I did click on the correct one. They are just incredibly close. I mean, there's only a few RPM in that. That's incredible. So the data with the 4-iron was pretty much identical. Let's jump in, finally look at driver. We had 272.8 yards carry with the RPTs. We had 271 yards carry with the ball dot balls. We'll jump in and look at the data with the RPT balls. All the data's there, 272, 2,400 RPM, slight left spin axis. Finally looking at our Chrome Soft X with dots. I mean, the data is pretty much identical. 2,400 RPM, slight left spin axis, 271 yards carry. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up this video. I guess that just highlights how consistent and accurate these ball dots are that you can get from Rapsodo ball dots. Sean and his son are working on the design. They're testing new materials. They're trying to make these things as good as they can, which is really cool to see. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, let me know. If you got any comments or questions, let me know down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.